Saturday, October the 5th, USKA Fight Sports returns to its home, the Parkview Inn on Bulldog Drive in Allentown, Pennsylvania, with another pro Muay Thai card. Get your tickets at USKAFightsports.com, USKAFightsports.com.
Jeff Knapp returns to USKA October 5th in Allentown, PA. Jeff, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your history, and then we'll talk about your fight.
Awesome. Jeff training out of Belchtown Fighting Fit and Valley Forge Training Center right now. Been doing martial arts most of my life. Started doing Taekwondo, and just really excited to show my technique and get back at it, test myself, and put on a show for anyone watching.
Now, we do have that new program. I think you're aware.
Man, I'm like, put me right in there with the Taekwondo fella. I did point tournaments growing up the whole time, so that's my style right there.
Good. So any advice before we get to your fight for fighters that are making that transition from a karate, Taekwondo background into a full contact background?
Yeah, be ready to have your heart broken, because a lot of stuff that you're doing for about 6 to 8 years is not going to work for you, unfortunately. So I always tell people, like, coming from that background, you have great tools in the belt, but you need to take that off, kind of put it to the side for a little bit. Build a good basic of just keeping your damn hands up. My first coach, Phil, would have to drill me all day. It was basically like a boxing coach. We barely threw any kicks, just really getting used to people coming at you and trying to hit you in the face and actually hurt you, whereas in that kind of competition, you're just getting tapped and then you keep going. You don't get a legitimate sense for how it feels to have someone trying to get you.
Right. Let me ask you this, and this might be a little bit of a controversial question. I haven't asked anybody that's making a transition yet. Let's say that you know someone who has a child, 10 years old, 12 years old, let's say a 12-year-old child, and they're on the fence. They're not sure if they can go into a Muay Thai gym or a Taekwondo gym or school. What, you overhear the conversation, they're your friend, what do you tell them?
What's good is in the last couple of years with UFC getting popular and just combat sports in general being on TV now for people to see, is we have a real good chain of feedback of what works and what doesn't. And whereas it seems safer to put your kid in a Taekwondo class because it's scary to see them in shorts, maybe a tank top, gloves on like the adults do, but you're going to build a real sense of what they need for whether it's self-defense or if they want to take it to the avenue of being on ESPN one day or something like that, because it's only going to grow from here. It's been 10 years and it's already on ESPN and stuff. So I'm seeing it all over the place. Old Taekwondo gyms closed. 2 weeks later, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So it's happening everywhere that people are realizing what works and what doesn't. So I'd say go for Muay Thai, 100%.
All right, very good. All right, let's get into your fight coming up. What do you know about your opponent? Anything? Have you done any research on him?
Yeah, I've watched one of his highlights he had was at the WKAs most recently, and looks good, especially from distance. He's good at using his punches, staying long, and luckily I've been training with Trey, who is the exact opposite. So I've just been working on my power, getting inside, pressuring him, staying up against him, and making it ugly for him so he doesn't get to keep that distance on me.
Now, I interviewed Trey yesterday, and one of the things that he mentioned was you're technically sound. You're a very technical fighter, and that he's picking up that off of you. And you just kind of said the opposite thing. You're picking up that inside game, those power shots. Is that correct?
And Trey's getting smart. I'm glad I fought him when I did, because I told him, most guys that have only been training 6 months to a year, they're not going to have much. But unfortunately, Trey's that 1 in 10 that he's got a natural mind for this. His body's built for it. And he's being smart. He's being clever. He's adding in setups. If I do a kick, he's trying it after class by himself. So he's a smart dude. We're good for each other right now. It's a really good change. I'm glad I went over there.
Good. Well, let's talk a little bit about the change, because I'm always asking fighters what changes they made after their last fight, win, lose, or draw, getting prepared for their next fight. So you're at a totally different gym. Mm-hmm. You could comment on the transition, or you could just comment on what are you learning new? How have the changes affect you getting ready for this fight?
It's been good because I was training at a bit of a smaller gym, I guess, before. So it's good to just have more of an array of training partners, different styles, not just working with the same person day in and day out, and just with people that are kind of going to help me grow. When I lost my last 2 fights, unfortunately, so sometimes when you test something, it fails. You test something, it fails. You got to see what has to change. And it's been good so far. Changing training partners, everything. There was a little drama here and there, but I think it's all kind of smoothed over now. So just on to better things, training and learning new things.
Very good, very good. So how do you feel going into this fight as opposed going into the last fight, which was against Trey? How do you feel going into this fight?
I'm excited, man. I've changed a lot of things in terms of just my lifestyle in general, dieting 24/7, not waiting until 2 weeks out to like crack into one small pocket. And realizing, like Trey had said, and some people have told me over the course of training, my technical skills are kind of there. Not that I don't need to train them, but if I'm going to do anything, I want to have the gas tank to do that shit for 6 minutes. Sorry if I'm not allowed to curse, but I want to be able to do what I know I can do the whole damn fight, not gas out, have my legs burn out on me, throw a couple head kicks in the first round, and have to, play the defense game for the rest of the fight. So just burning out my lungs every damn day, working on my recovery rate, practicing my breathing, mental training, all that stuff, just ready for a war.
When you go into a fight, do you think, man, I'd really like to knock this guy out with a head kick, or I'd really like to drop him with a body shot? Do you have those thoughts? I mean, or is it just, I'll just play it out, see how it goes? What's in your head?
When I first started fighting, I came from Taekwondo background. I'm like, I'm going to bounce out of there, spin, kick, and walk away with my hands up in 3 seconds. But I kind of had to get away from that thinking, whereas I thought, like, just react to every moment. Don't expect an outcome. Just know that I've trained my instincts enough that whatever comes is I'm going to react the right way. And if that results in him hitting the canvas, then good stuff.
Talking about spin kicks and things like that, is that something that you set up for the first round, or is that something you set up for the second or third round? I don't know, just in general.
He would call those third round techniques.
Okay.
Have a good first round, and you're feeling yourself a little bit. You want to try to throw it in there, but it's like the UFC game, man. You have your stamina bar here. You throw a spin kick and miss, your stamina's down here, and then so you got to make sure you've done the right things to set that up. And if you don't, it's just kind of going to be wasted. The crowd will go, ooh, but you're going to hit the mat too.
Right. So just to be clear, you just referenced a video game in reference to your stamina, correct?
Hell yeah. I started out playing Tekken. Tekken's the reason I trained.
Well, that's great. So when did you make the transition from your Taekwondo background to full contact?
That was about 3 years ago. I saw in my memories that was my first fight. So it was with USKA when Herb was running it. I found a guy named Alex Gregro who's making a good comeback now, getting some good wins. And that was my first time doing full contact. I won that one, got knocked down in the second round because I was trying to play with my hands down, do some flashy stuff, and he dropped me. Got back up, and I ended up winning that round and then the next one. So I learned I had some heart and that I could actually maybe do this. And, it's easy to go in there, win, walk away. But when you get tested like that and realize you can get through stuff, it gives you a good sense of what you're going to do in the future. Right.
Looking at the card, you got Trayvon's fight there. Are you looking forward to Trey's fight? Any other fights on the card you're looking forward to?
He fights a lot like me. He's very similar in like that rangy style, long body, long legs, stuff like that. So I'm excited to see them go at it again. Sorry about the buzzer, but without the shitty cup thing happening. I think he bought a new cup from the Diamond MMA, so shout out to them. And
well, we'll see if it's a shout out or maybe it's a.
That looks very good, man. The 185-pound title, I'm very excited for that. Those two look like they have some real skill, and I'm just going to be hoping I'm good and healed up in time to watch that one with eyes open.
Right. Yeah, no, that should be a great main event. And Trey's fight will be great too. Back to Trey's fight for just a second. How do you see that shaking out? Because you know Trey really, really well, and Lucas LaRue does have a similar style to you. So you might, and you've been in the ring there with Trey and training with him. You're probably best to comment on that. How do you see that going? I know you're not going to go against Trey here, but
I could. Someone's going to get the belt at the end, and I want that belt, so I might go against Trey again one day, but we'll see. Man, I told Trey this before. I've hit people with my left kick a lot. I've hit people with my right kick a lot. I've punched a lot of people and had them have to take a step back, breathe, and re-enter. I don't know what's up with Trey's brain, man. He does not back up, and he does not feel pain, or at least he's very good at not showing it. We've sparred, we've gone at it, and I've hit him just about as hard as I can, and he's so damn durable and keeps his eyes open. He asked me before our fight last time, actually, which kind of scared me, he said, "Are you wearing contacts right now?" I'm like, dude, from across the room, you could tell that I had contacts in. Good eyes on me. So he's very smart, very aware, and only getting better. So honestly, second round finish probably for Trey, and he's going to be smart about it. It won't just be wild. He won't be doing anything crazy. He's probably going to finish him in the second round, figure out something from the first, put him out. Love you, Luke. Wow. Cool. You're a good man, but not happening.
No, you know what? They're both great guys.
I just want to say, I'm sure you've seen it. The tragedy that happened at 8 Limbs Muay Thai with their gym completely just about burning down. So I just want to shed light on that for a second. Charlie Catone on Facebook, or 8 Limbs Muay Thai Academy on Facebook. Just go look at the story. Please donate if you can, or at least, they have an event coming up as well. Just support them in any way. They're amazing people, and it's really sad what happened to them.
Yeah, here's what we're going to do. I saw that the other day, and I wasn't even thinking of that when we did this interview here, but we're going to, whatever we get from the 50-50 and stuff, we're going to raise that money, and we're going to send that on down there. So I know they have a GoFundMe, and it's gone through the roof. The martial arts community have really supported them. So
out at the park, everyone's donating. It's great. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I had a fire. I'm sitting in my gym now, but I had a fire here in 2014, and it's just absolutely devastating. So we're going to help them out where we can. So, all right, that's a great thought, and it's good that that's on your mind there, Jeff. Shows what kind of guy you are and what kind of character you have. Anything else about the fight or the whole Knapp McHale fight series or anything else you want to sum up here before we finish?
I think you got fun in December, so I'm looking to finish this one, fight for you guys in December, and just keep myself busy. Win, lose, or draw. I'm 23, and I'm young, I'm spry, I can keep doing it, so I'm just going to get back in there, keep testing myself, and I'm going to, whether it's now or in a little bit, I'm going to be a threat to anyone out there.
Awesome. What weight is this fight at?
175, right?
So yeah, I think I don't even know off the top of my head here. I'd like to do these with no notes here, so it's all off the top of my head. But
that's what I've been shooting for. So 175.
I was thinking onto your next opponent there. That's why I was asking. But all right, Jeff, I really appreciate it. I'm going to see you like in less than 10 days, and stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care, brother.
Saturday, October the 5th, USKA Fight Sports returns to its home, the Parkview Inn on Bulldog Drive in Allentown, Pennsylvania, with another pro Muay Thai card. Get your tickets at USKAFightsports.com, USKAFightsports.com.